Evans,
Charlie.
what do you have?
All right, gentlemen. Mike Clay from ESPN rated every NFL position group, asking which teams have the best, worst, and most exciting units. I was most interested to see where the Bears receiving groups ranked. Where do you think the Bears trio of receivers ranks as far as the best wide receiver skill groups?
Are we saying that Brandon Ayuk is staying in San Francisco?
Based on where San Francisco is on this list, I'm going to say yes.
All right, I'm going to say the Bears are, I'm going to say Eagles, 49ers. I'm going to say fourth.
I'm going to put the Bears sixth.
Okay.
Chris nailed it. It is six,
Oh,
Chris.
wow. All right, let me guess the team. So, Eagles.
Niners.
49ers.
No Eagles.
Oh, no Eagles.
Eagles
Okay.
are 7.
All right,
Okay.
Dolphins.
Bengals.
Niners.
Yes.
Ooh, Bengals. Duh, I forgot Bengals.
Where do they have the Texans?
Texans, yeah.
Texans, they have number 1.
Wow, number one.
Number one?
Okay.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
All
excuse
right.
me is right. I think the Dolphins are number one, aren't they?
Yeah, I would have put the Dolphins or the Bengals.
The other team on here is going to piss you guys off.
Oh,
I
it
think.
is?
Oh, let's see if we can figure it
Oh,
out. All right.
Green Bay.
Nope.
All right, good. Thank God.
Piss us off.
I mean, I like what they have up there, but
Detroit?
Nope.
the other team is going to piss us off. Who would this be? They're not thinking what? They're not going Rams with Cup and Puka, are
They're
they?
not, but same
that's
division.
That's a good.
Same division.
Oh, Seattle.
Yep. Seattle, they have
Seattle.
3rd.
Wow.
That's crazy to me.
DK Metcalf and
Well,
DK Metcalf's
Lockett.
kind of a one-trick
Lockett.
pony at
Are
this
they
point.
thinking
their
a big
draft pick from last year?
Yeah, Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Jason, but there's a lot
Yeah.
there's a lot of projection that I see on this list. Like
Look,
Houston number 1 is a lot of projection.
The Bears are better than the Seahawks.
I think so too. And I don't know, Smith and Jigba wasn't great. Now, granted, he's a rookie, but
All right, let's put this out there into the world. If Cap's making predictions, did you hear he's got the Bears winning the North this year?
yeah, I mean,
That's out there. Let's put this into the football world. Roma Dunze is going to surprise everyone.
think so.
Because think about it. If the Bears are only 6th, there's a lot of projections. They're not thinking that Rome is going to be a top-level wide receiver. Because if Roma Dunze is a top-level wide receiver, there is no question that the Bears
Probably.
are lower than like 3rd or 4th on the list.
I still do wonder, what's his usage going to be like when it's all said and done? Like, with a guy like DJ and a guy like Keenan Allen, who, Keenan Allen is the quarterback's best friend, especially against zone coverage. Like, it's a great option that I think that Caleb's going to go to a lot. DJ, you expect to just win a lot and be a huge focal point of the offense. Like, what's realistic for Rome? Like, should he have 600 yards? Should he have 700 yards? Should he have 800? If he has 800, and let's say Roma Dunze goes out and pops an 850-yard season, then this receiving room is going to be all world.
Yeah, that's what I'm
the
saying.
other two are going to
Right?
do. Right? I would think.
Let's put that out there.
I would
Rome's going to
think.
be great.
Yeah. All right, I like it. So they're 6th. We might, nitpick with that a little and say they should be slightly higher. But the only one that really stands out is I don't think they're a better receiving corps as Seattle. So I'm with you. The other ones I can buy, and shame on me, I forgot when I originally wrote down my list. I forgot Cincinnati. How dare I? All right, what else, Charlie?
What else?
All
What
right,
do you got?
did you guys see that Nicolas Cage will be in a movie, a biopic about John Madden? He will be starring as John Madden in an upcoming David O. Russell movie.
Yeah, I told Charlie, I got a story. If we get to the end of the lunch rush and we need one, I've got one. Yesterday it was
John
announced.
Madden?
Nick Cage is playing John Madden.
He's playing a young John
Oh,
Madden.
they just have
Yeah,
Frank
so-
Caliendo do it.
So so David O. Russell is writing the script. It will be around Madden as the football coach in the late 70s.
Oh, really?
And that's
they think
the movie.
that's a movie about Madden winning Super Bowls with the Raiders?
You want? I think the 2 other names that were up to play Madden one of them was Will Ferrell, and there was a second name that doesn't really hit. I think Nick Cage might be.
I'm sorry, I don't see
Perfect.
any resemblance between Nick Cage and John Madden.
Well,
I can think.
they'll put some makeup on him.
I don't know, man. Like
They'll put
a movie
a
about
face. They'll give
A
him
face
a
that
little,
they then take off later.
a little fat face on there.
face they take off later. Good, Charlie. When
I'm sorry, Charlie. I stepped over your joke. That was
funny.
well played.
That was funny. I loved the book Moneyball. When I heard they were making a Moneyball movie, I'm like, that's kind of how do you make Moneyball into a movie? and it was fantastic.
It was.
Like they I'm sorry for the pun, totally knocked it out of the park. I was like, wow, that's incredible. I never imagined that they could turn Moneyball into a movie that the masses would like. Moneyball seemed like you had to kind of be a baseball nerd,
but
they found a way to do it. Like making a movie about John Madden, I don't know.
They also had Aaron Sorkin write it. Like he's one of the best screenwriters of all time. I mean, do you trust David O. Russell to write? You know, no shots to him or anything like that, but like
no shots to him. Some of his movies are just lame ripoffs of Scorsese's. So
yeah, he does. Yeah.
So something, it's in different hands. I think that would make it. And it's Nick Cage. You never know what Nick Cage can bring to the table.
I did not hear this, and I am like kind of stunned by it. But okay, we'll see how this goes. It will
feature the joy, humanity, and genius that was John Madden in a wildly innovative, cool world of the 1970s.
Do you think Nick Cage knows what like the read option is? Or anything like that? Like, what do you think Nick Cage's football knowledge extends to?
So the question is, does Nick Cage know ball?
Does he know
ball? You know what? I'm going to vote.
Does he read DVOA?
I'm going to vote that Nick Cage surprisingly knows ball.
You think so?
I think he's someone that
is a EPA per dropback guy.
No chance. He knows.
I don't think he's too good of a celebrity to not watch football. I'm sure Nick Cage knows football.
I probably has some basic knowledge of the game, I would imagine. Yeah, I think so.
Here are the two names that Variety was reporting that were in consideration to play John Madden before Cage signed on. Will Ferrell, Hugh Jackman.
What?
Will Ferrell really wants to make sports
just not
movies.
Seeing this here.
How can Hugh Jackman be John Madden?
I don't know, man. I don't know. But all right, well, we'll give it a shot. Love a good sports movie.
Just halfway through, John Madden's looking for a map to the of the Constitution under the arena of the Oakland Coliseum. Just turns into National Treasure 2.
Why not? Yeah. No, 3. Didn't they already make a National Treasure 2? I thought they did. What else, Charlie?
Charlie, what else? What do you got?
Ex-Michigan staffer Connor Stallions coaching at Detroit High School.
That's
landed
nice.
Kind of on his feet.
Connor Stallions is coaching at a Detroit High School?
He's a defensive coordinator now at Mumford High School in Detroit. Not the band. Can you imagine if like all of a sudden you just
Connor
hear
Stallions is your guy?
Yeah,
no.
The guy who may have brought down Michigan football to some extent is just the defensive coordinator of your high school.
No, I mean, are they doing it just for? Do they feel like there's some real value that he's adding? Or are they doing it just because they're like, hey, look who our defensive? I don't know. That seems odd, but all right. I don't know. I don't know enough of his football background. Like, I really don't. I mean, he's qualified to be a defensive coordinator even at the high school level.
That's what doesn't make sense.
Idea.
Like, why do you have to go? It's a defensive coordinator for a high school. Why do you have to go get Connor Stallions? Why can't you just get somebody's dad?
Well, I would get
he might. Does he live in like that town? Maybe he lives in that town, and that's why he's like. It's not. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know that. If they were having like a nationwide search for a defensive coordinator,
well, that's what I'm saying.
Like, he knows someone who's on the team, and they were looking like after Fitz left Northwestern, wasn't he?
Yes,
he helping out with Loyola.
Yes, yeah.
So I mean,
Fitz is definitely more qualified.
Yeah,
of course he's more qualified.
That's what I'm saying. Why do you have to like? Can't you just get somebody's?
Fitz. You got to knock off the grab ass. I mean, no, there's no place for that. I don't know what they're doing up there. I'm like, and I know a couple people played. I mean, one of my great friends in life wrestled at Northwestern. I said, "What were you guys doing?" He goes, nothing like that ever happened.
I didn't see that.
He said, "I didn't see any of that." I go, "What's going on? And what have you not told us?" And then who else did I talk to? I talked to there's someone else who was. I'm trying to think of the connections. Like a friend of mine knew. Maybe it was a neighbor who knew a friend that played baseball there, and we were talking to him, and he said, "No, we never did any of that." He goes, "I don't know what they're doing."
Yeah,
naked grab ass in the shower is no fun. Come on, knock it off.
Do you think Stallions is teaching an ethics and morals class at this school too?
I don't think so.
Intro to honesty with Mr. Stallions.
I don't think so. What else, Charlie? Anything else, real quick?
That's it for the lunch rush.
That's a good lunch rush.
Thank you, Charlie.
Brought to you by Fry the Coop. We'll grab more of your calls coming up next.
Carmen, Jurko.